Now we need to prove ourselves to the Warwick.
I still hate this idea.
Yep.
Aloy.
I did something that will help get the attention of the Warwick.
Oh.
I got the tall neck near the frost figures moving again.
That's good to hear. I'm sure the Werak will be talking. Now you need to do something else to convince them of your claim.
Hi, this is Isaac.
This is Taryn.
And we are True Masters and Morons.
Playing Horizon
Zero Dawn. Last time we did a whole set of conversations with her, and we found out we needed to, like, basically become the new chief kind of thing. We went to check and be like, hey, we got all the conversation with her, right? And then the game was like, ha-ha! New conversation!
I don't know why we found that surprising, since that's the very reason we were checking, but, you know, there we are.
How's Ourea gonna react to being challenged by an Outlander?
About as well as you'd expect. But let me handle that.
Okay.
Winning at the hunting grounds will impress the Warwick.
All but strive to be the best. For our harsh lands will bury pretenders in the ice.
Hey, you have
And so
a
the
project,
hunting grounds
Isaac.
means no chances.
I'm like, I could do that.
A place to hone our spears and sharpen our aim. Tell Lovuk, the keeper there, that I sent you. If you best the mark of one of the champions she trained, it will impress the Werak indeed.
We need to at least have those conversations on
You
screen.
said I should try to help the Warwick
no,
by
fair,
taking
yeah.
out bandits.
Yes. They don't dare taunt the
I was like,
great
you said I should do all these
Waraks
things?
of
No, we have
Vanor to the
actually never had this conversation.
Nope.
But we will
Cut
now.
is
Hi.
easier prey.
Yeah.
A rogue Oseram has equipped a gang in the Plumelands with strange new gear. Just the kind of thing you seem to make sense of.
Show me
You
your
mentioned your
fancy
friend,
toys, Oseram.
Cooley. Who is she?
A rock painter. One who makes my own scrawling seem meager. Find her in Song's Edge and help her gather the materials she needs.
Oh, the lady
Her
who
work will
wants
no
the
doubt stand
sulfur?
the test of
Yup.
time, and any aid you give her will be remembered.
Go find
I
your
need to get
explosive
up.
There's
paint.
much to be done.
All right. Apparently, Sulfur Lady is one of the goals to prove myself.
Well, aren't you happy that you already found a piece of sulfur paint?
A couple of them, yeah.
We are... Oh, yeah, so I guess we should figure out, where are we going?
And then we have the
Yeah,
rail
so-
part for a spear.
I say we do the spear.
Me too, because it kind of looks like we're relatively close to it right now.
Yeah, I mean, comparatively, we're close. We're not less close to anything else, and... Spear.
There are so few spear upgrades in this freaking game.
You take them all, especially since the last one was kind of made redundant. I regret nothing, because it's the awesome-looking spear, but...
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
I-
everything's resistant to shock, so it's like,
How do you
oh,
want
yeah.
that?
Yeah.
You'll help.
It so matters.
Oh, I so wanted you to just start sliding down the mountain. Can you summon
Me
a thing up
too.
here?
What?
Can you summon a mount up here?
I was going to, but I wanted to see. Can I?
Yes.
Aw.
Oh, it stopped.
I know. That's why I'm like, oh, that's sad.
It went just long enough that I was like, yeah, you can. It's going to be awesome. What do we know about this lightning stick again?
My
Virtually
lightning
nothing?
stick or the new one?
Your lightning stick. Well, the one you have equipped right now. The one that's showing us ammunition in the bottom corner.
Oh, it shoots lightning,
That's what
and
we know?
I can charge it.
Great. Awesome. Knowledge of our equipment
that
is always good. What did that say?
Huh?
We entered somewhere, but I missed the name. It passed by surprisingly quickly.
Oh, I don't know. I was too focused on a sound I heard, so...
I never hear the sounds, so I cannot help you.
Nope, nope, nope. This way. This way.
I want to go this way.
I don't care.
So I know it was 2 episodes ago, but we recorded both of those at the same time, then took a break, looked into stuff, and now we have information. So, oh, I already forgot its name. The Japanese, I feel like you're not using that correctly.
You're supposed to charge it. I meant to charge it. I failed.
Show us the charge.
Oh, it only charges for so long. Hey, come back here. Okay. Decent.
I am unimpressed.
It's a rapid-fire shocking weapon. It's completely useless against, you know, all these corrupted bastards.
Yeah, and considering how few ammunition it carries, there's no way it's... Either we're missing something,
Well, keep in
or
mind that the reason that it carries so few ammunition is I haven't upgraded the ammunition capacity yet.
Low and quiet.
doesn't really matter.
What do you mean it doesn't matter?
What is happening right now? Oh, you're... I didn't even know you could do that.
So not worth it.
Yeah, not when you can just summon, you know, a free one
Another
more.
one. Can you move faster, please?
No. No faster for you. No, but it was doing piss poor damage. It, granted, gives bigger stacks of lightning than anything else we have, but
Right.
doesn't really mean much by itself.
Lightning's great against things that are weak to lightning.
Why are we standing in the river?
Because you were quiet, so I was turning you up.
Oh. I'm sorry. Okay.
No, it had everything to do with the levels are
that a
not
bear?
set up. Bear!
That's a bear. Goodbye, bear. We don't need
Yeah,
you.
I'm not fighting another bear right now.
We're done with you, bear.
I am half asleep. I cannot fight a bear.
I mean, you could, but it's just so unnecessary. No, but it just, I don't know. I guess I was kind of expecting more out of that. And I genuinely don't know if, oh,
Cave that Shaman told me about. Long way down. Not natural either.
this place is called the drone hangar, Isaac.
Hey man, as long as there are no active drones, that's fine.
Uh-huh, sure, yeah. No active drones at all.
Oh,
Never.
it's literally the hangar where drones were.
I might not be alone.
Ah, what are the stealth panthers called?
Damaged.
Stalkers.
Guess the Banuk already got to it.
Yeah.
Oh, but these weren't set by those. These were apparently set by
Oh, Banuk?
the nuke.
Here's one of the metal birds.
It's got blue gleam. What do we think that is? Just the fuel, but frozen?
Again, it's just frozen fuel is all we've really been able to gather.
So I know he says again because he and I discussed this off screen, but
Maybe I can find another of these.
Was it
flying
off screen?
machines.
I thought we talked about it on screen.
nope, not even a little bit. That's why I brought it up, is because we harvested a bunch of blue gleam. I think last episode, but you and I
No, it
were
was
talking all
the
through
episode
it.
before, I thought.
Yeah, you're right. It was the episode before, but you and I were talking all through it, and so we really didn't talk about it at all. So I was editing it later. Only then realizing, because I was so deep in the conversation, I generally didn't notice you harvesting blue gleam, or that it was a giant, set of crystal formations coming out of a giant robot.
I'd have to leave something else behind.
So I called you in and I was like, "What do you think's going on?" And you're like, "Well,
I totally thought that was on screen. That's my bad.
nope, not even a little bit."
But we have talked about it before. We've seen other things, and we've that's been our prevailing thought, is that it is
If I
somehow
can't find
frozen
something, maybe my focus can.
fuel. Was a discussion we'd had before on screen. I'm pretty sure.
Just have to go up.
If you say so. I'm not saying you're wrong. I just have no memory of it. What does the thing in front of you do? It glows. Oh, there it is. I'm like, something keeps like popping
Having an
up
active button.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not so grounded after all. Now I can get
No,
across.
it's still grounded. The plane didn't do the moving.
Hey.
One of 5 animal figures.
Whoop, whoop.
Oh, I missed. Oh, I missed again.
Trust it go somewhere. Yeah, I'd just be interested
Yeah,
to know,
go up.
like the stuff that I think you said this, like the stuff that is the blue gleam. Is that the stuff that crazy Banuk shaman drank,
There's the door
or?
lock.
No, because that was
To confirm
black.
it.
Or at least we assume it was black because his teeth were black.
And even so, it was black when it was liquid.
That's true. That's true.
If those punk technicians think I'm gonna sleep on them waltzing in here and screwing around with the drone routines, They have seriously underestimated my sense of mission. Let's just reset that hololock. Echo, Sierra, Echo.
East, southeast.
Perhaps my
Oh.
focus can help me.
You said Echo Sierra. He said Echo Sierra Echo, and I'm like, wow, these must relate to the alphabet. Didn't even think about it being like cardinal directions.
Well, that was the thing. Is like I realized I'm like, all right, there's not enough. The way these locks are set up, it can't be the complicated things you and I initially think like that.
Right.
And I'm like, so east, south, right, up, down, left, right.
Yeah, and I mean that's absolutely correct. It was east, south, east is what the lock on that door was.
Yep.
You know.
Supply crate. Yeah.
I can't spare the weight.
Your weight is fine. You just can't hold more physical things.
I didn't ask for
Oh,
a bunch of
Blevins!
flying cameras.
That's what the last thing was.
Security, not surveillance. And security means firepower.
Firepower.
As God is my witness, I will not be caught squirting blanks.
Stop
even when
moving.
a major act of terrorism desecrates these facilities.
Thank you.
Oh, it's a character.
Wait, no, that was an audio one. It got stuck. Oh, there's
No.
message text after it.
There's always message text attached to the audio data points, and
Is there?
always has been.
How have I not noticed? Or
We haven't
forgotten?
always read it,
Machine since it got
but
sealed
it's
anyway.
always been there.
Ooh, no one touched this machine, which means it has the thing.
Ah. Oh.
Tell us about Fireball. Ban who?
Ban him. So,
Yes.
to Kenny from Harris. Kenny, I get it, okay? I really do. Pharaoh is Firebreak's patron. Oh.
Yeah.
Pharaoh is Firebreak's patron. Blevins is Pharaoh's lapdog. Circle of ass kissing, blah blah blah. But if you allow Blevins to remain on site, installation is going to take twice as long as we're budgeted for. And I don't know how deep Firebreak's pockets are, but I can guarantee you they're not bottomless. We've just got done recalibrating the entire fleet. The entire fleet, Kenny. Why? I imagine you're wondering. Oh, Kenny, I'm sure glad you hypothetically asked. Blevins was
Yes. That is how I'm going to phrase that from now on.
I'm so glad you hypothetically asked in this thing that obviously you're going to ask.
So glad you hypothetically asked, since I'm not giving you a chance to actually ask.
Right. Blevins was unhappy with the baseline behavioral routines of the security drones. You know, the ones he selected himself. Not aggressive enough, he said. I doubt a Rottweiler mounted onto an ICBM would be aggressive enough for him. So we patched in some combat behaviors, which, let me tell you, was not easy. Basically outfitted these things for war. Think about that, Kenny. Bleeding-edge combat drones patrolling an empty wilderness. Also, Blevins can play army on Firebreak's dime. I am begging you, Kenny. Find a way to bar him from the hangar. Please. Harris.
Ban him! That's so great.
Get him the fuck out. If you do not get him out of my office right now.
All right.
Get out of my lab.
Yeah,
Get out of my lab.
Shouldn't be hard to remove.
How badly do you think that bit them once all machines were bad?
100%.
Shaman when I'm back in Song's Edge.
Like it absolutely bit them. It's the like I feel like Firebreak was step 1 to what we're now having to deal with based on that description.
Oh, that's a distinct possibility.
Oh, okay.
Hey, there
he
they
is.
are. Hey, look at
And
that.
it does dick.
Yeah, see? Now, granted, I think he's specifically strong to it, but that's hardly the point. Where'd it go? There it is. That's right.
He's
Shout
a lot
out those
easier to
mines.
see against the snow.
No more cannon for you. Murder! Murder! Murderize him!
He is so far.
Tenderize him with murder. Alright, I think all the parts are gone.
Where?
Parts?
Oh, I replaced my snow with my ice things with the stupid lightning
Yeah, sure. Oh, so what I was going to say before we started talking about other things that we don't really have answers for was that that water lever spout thing that you mentioned 2 episodes ago, the Suzu or something like that.
Oh, I mentioned that.
Yes, that's why we looked.
I know
it up.
we talked about it. I know we talked about it off screen, but
No. That was an on-camera thing. That's why we looked it up and what we. So the information you all saw on screen, we looked up in between things. And we're like, that's what this is. And I just found it funny because I was so happy in hindsight that we learned that because I've always hated those things.
real quick, can you remind me why we talked about that?
No, I can't. Something. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, you remember? Okay, the lever bridges that like they fill up with snow and then they pour it out. And you're like,
and it was part of the bridge things.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're like, it's like this thing that we don't know the name of. So I looked up the name, and then while we were looking at the name, we're like, this is the origin of them, and that actually makes sense, and they no longer bother me.
I gotta be honest.
You didn't know what I was
thought
talking about,
you was
did you?
just looking shit up and just having yourself a day, and like you looked it up and found all that information. I didn't. I thought it was one of your random rabbit holes into absurdity.
Can I say?
This thing will improve my spear, huh?
Can I say honestly how happy it makes me that I do that kind of thing often enough that you thought that was a thing? Like, I know that's probably dumb, but just the idea that I look up random stuff and share the information with you often enough that you just thought that's what I was doing.
Yeah, 100%.
Really makes me happy. Side note, you should go and turn in the spear instead of going to do all these other quests.
I want to get the fireplace next to it, and then I'm going to turn in the spear.
That makes sense.
Because I'm close by. It's like, it's right here. I don't feel like running back up here again.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
I could just fast travel.
They're hunting me.
Anyway, so we were talking about that.
That's awesome, and that makes me very happy. But so we looked into them, and I've always hated them because my only exposure to them personally is in anime. And almost without exception, when you see them in anime, it's like it's used as a way to denote the passage of time. Like someone's out in a garden or in like the inner house garden or whatever, and it's like, all right, go do blah blah blah, and now we wait. And their version of showing you wait is like they pan to the Suzu because like it has a longer name, but I can't remember. It has a nicer sound, but I can't remember what it's called. And it just goes boom, boom, boom.
And the
But so you.
Seems paintings mean a lot to the Banuk.
But so you just hear this sound, which by itself isn't bad, but it's always that same sound just to denote the passage of time, and it's all that's ever the exposure I've ever had to it. And so I'm just sitting here, I'm like, why would you have like a god awful grandfather clock thing that's got to go off every 5 minutes in your house? Like they like why?
Hush, hush.
Right.
A shaman's secrets are not spoken aloud.
Okay.
Is this what you wanted me to find?
Bind it to your spear. Use it to attach this for now. You'll find more, I'm sure.
Why are you helping me?
The blue light is fading. The machine songs are ending. And what does the conclave do? They sit, they chant, they observe. No more. We must fight for it. And you are a fighter. We share a cause.
I'm not sure we do. I'm not even sure what the cause is. But I'm grateful.
No need for thanks. Only action.
It's like, I know, and that's good enough.
Modification parts to my spear. Works.
Oh, really?
Might as well get started improving my spear.
Aren't you glad you did that? Where's the spear? Yee. Does it use separate mods, or what's the what? Oh, that's sad, but cool.
I mean, it's sad.
Oh, just that it's different mods. So you can't use your giant pool of ridiculous mods that you just have.
No,
waiting.
yeah, because they are a different shape and everything. But I'm okay with that.
But yeah, you can mod your spear, which is dope. But so that's always bothered me because I'm like, why would you have this thing that, you know, must go off on a regular time frame, if at least if it's the ones that are like in a home,
Right.
you know, being fed by some constant water source. I'm like, how does this not drive people absolutely insane? I see it for 5 minutes once every 30 episodes of something, and it drives me nuts. And it turns out there's a reason for them to exist with that god-awful noise. And that is that when they were first invented, they were wildlife deterrents, like the Japanese equivalent of a scarecrow. It's literally you.
Were fresh and
No, it's just
They put them in gardens and around like you know, farmland and stuff to scare off animals. So that like deer and boar and crows and other things, you know, get scared off and don't eat their crops. I'm like, that's great, that's brilliant. And then at some point it became an aesthetic thing, and they added into like, oh, well, we'll do the same thing with our little house gardens and all that sort of stuff. And then it became a thing. I'm like, all right, fine, I can accept that. It no longer bothers me. I'll still get annoyed, but not as quickly. But just the idea is like, oh, there's a practical purpose to this god-awful noisemaker. And based upon my reaction, it's doing its job well.
that was my thought. I'm like, can I just say that, like, literally it is intended to do to animals what it does to you.
I'm exactly in line with the type of animal that is what they want. I'm the crazy foreigner that they don't want in their garden.
You are as eager for the climb as you, Nora girl.
Yeah. I can't think why. Ourea said you two were friends.
I paint about what I feel now, not the way things used to be. Ourea understood. Most Banuk didn't. I would have been exiled if she hadn't had Aratak take me into their Ourea.
Oh.
Right.
And that's all we have to
I'll
say.
see you again.
And that's
If you do find any pigments out there, don't put them on your tongue.
I'm not even going to ask.
I am. What idiot did that?
Sulfur. What do you mean, what idiot did that? People now lick their paintbrushes.
All right, I am actually one of those people, so I can't. That's okay. That's misleading. That's not true. This isn't going to sound better, but it is different, and I need to distinguish. If you're cleaning off your brush in the water and stuff, if you have too much water in it, it does stuff to your paints. So I tend to just wipe the just water on it, brush on my lips, and then I know that till I know it's the right stuff. So I dry it off on my lips and then use paint and then clean it off and dry it off on my lips.
Literally sounds no better.
It doesn't sound any better at all, but it is technically different, and I'm not eating paint, and I felt like that distinction needed to be made. We'll talk to this guy next time.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us today. Go ahead and leave us a like. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell for more Let's Plays. Go ahead and check out our other channel for gaming lore. Link in the description. Thank you so much to all of thank you so much to all of our patrons for continuing to make these series possible. And we will see you in the next episode. In the meantime, this has been True Masters and Morons signing off.
That makes me sound like a lunatic. I don't even remember how I started doing that. It's not good. Like, I feel it damaging me.
That's terrible.